Gabby, what's it been like to compete this year as a sophomore?
It's been great. Having a year of experience under your belt definitely helps you. And it's also nice to be able to kind of give the freshmen some advice too, because you understand you were just there. But I think this year has been, for me at least, a lot about just kind of letting go and competing and having that joy, that I did when I was a kid. I'm not putting too much expectations on the outcome or, the things I can't control, just really living in the moment and having fun with it.
And you guys have been having a lot of fun. Again, a tremendous season for Alabama to start the year. Is there a lot of comfort as well with this coaching staff being their second year in place here in Tuscaloosa?
Oh, absolutely. I think last year, there was a bit of uncertainty just because everything was new. I mean, especially for me as a freshman. I mean, it was my first year at college and new coaching staff and everything. But I think we built a lot of trust between the off season and now going into regular season with these coaches and just their communication, the way they care about us, as people and not just as gymnasts. I think that really has an impact on this team and why we're so close. It's these coaches are the best of the best, and I couldn't be more grateful for them.
What are some of the fun things you guys did in preseason preparation to kind of build that team chemistry? And even how do you keep it going during the season, making sure everyone's having a good time?
Right. So I think it was August or September. We took a little team retreat. We went to Flip Fest, which is a big gymnastics camp in Tennessee, and we did a high ropes course. We did tubing. I mean, we were being thrown all over this lake. We had talks around the fire. We did a lot of team building, kind of like facing our fear. A lot of people are afraid of heights, and so we would go up there with each other and kind of just build that bond of knowing that we have each other's backs and we're all kind of scared, but we're just gonna jump and do it anyway. And that was really fun. We stayed in cabins and it was a lot of no phones were allowed, which was nice. We got to disconnect and kind of just focus on each other. But I think throughout the season, we bond a lot. We never get tired of each other, which is really cool. We're with each other 6 out of 7 days of the week, and it's nice to know that you have a family um, to see each and every day that has your back. And also, we bond a lot through spike ball, kind of our pre-meet, pre-practice tradition. It's a way kind of to just let loose and kind of have some laughter, some fun, a little bit of trash talking, and get loose before practice or competition. But yeah,
Who remains the best spike ball player on this roster?
you know, I'm a humble person, I will say, but I definitely think it's between me and Lily Hudson. I think we take it very seriously. It's not just a game to us. But yeah.
That certainly is a lot of fun. And for you, I imagine the quad meet that Alabama had at TMU this past Monday had to be a great performance as well. You win the all around. Just what led to success on that Monday night?
Yeah, Monday was great. We went in, we had a rough couple weeks with Auburn and Kentucky, and I think this was really a pivotal moment in season where we just kind of needed to let loose and go big. We just needed to get back to Alabama gymnastics and just do us. And I think we did that. We did a great job throughout the week preparing for that, and these coaches helped us too. A lot of the mental and physical training that went into this week really prepared us. But we were right back where we needed to be, and yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
How much have you enjoyed competing in the all around this season and getting to work on all different four different apparatus?
It's been nice. I worked really hard this year. Big thanks to Gina, our bar coach, for getting me. I used to not enjoy bars at all, but she got me to kind of enjoy it a little bit. And competing for events is really it's different in a way than last year because I feel like just I'm just contributing all I can for this team. And it's been a privilege. We have such depth in this team, such potential. And to be able to be a part of that six up, six down lineup is really something that I take pride in. But I'm just proud of everybody on this team because they push me to be better. They push all of us to be better, and I think that's what's going to carry this team to be great in the end.
How about some of the veteran leadership on this team? Because you have a lot of fifth year seniors that decided to come back for one more ride with Alabama Gymnastics. How have you leaned on them all throughout the year?
Oh my God, I mean, they were here to help me through my freshman year, and so to have them come back, like Makari and I met at 2019 Nastia, so we've known each other for about 5 years, and to think that we started out as complete strangers, and now she's like my hero. She always has my back. She's always supporting me. I don't think over the 2 years that I've been with her, I haven't laughed. I haven't gone a day without laughing. She's just such a light, and she brings so much joy into any room she walks into. And I couldn't be more blessed to call her a big sister.
That's really good to see. How about Louisa, especially as you compete with her in some of the all-around events?
My God, Louisa. She is an amazing gymnast, but she's got the most pure heart of anybody I've ever met. I remember a couple weeks ago we sat down and we were just talking at coffee for 2 hours just about life and about season. And I was asking her advice because she's been there. She knows what it's like, and just to learn from someone at her caliber, and to be able to take lessons from not just her gymnastics, but just the kind of person she is, that really speaks very highly of just who she is. I mean, she's Louisa Blanco. She's a great gymnast, but she's such an amazing person.
Well, we always enjoy home meets here at Coleman Coliseum, and especially when it's Power of Pink. As we tape this, it's a few days before the Power of Pink. We know that meant a lot to you last year to have your mom out there with you. Just what does this mean to you and your family?
I love pink meat. It's my favorite meat of the year for a few reasons. I get to walk out with my mom, of course, who's a breast cancer survivor. And that just, for me, that means so much because this meet is more than gymnastics. I mean, it's great to compete in Coleman on a Friday night, but we're competing for such a bigger cause, and that makes my heart so happy. So I think Friday, all of us are just going to go out and compete for the survivors, the people that are continuing to fight, and unfortunately the people who have lost the fight. But pink meat should be exciting.
It really should be, and we saw that as well to be the change meet. How meaningful was that to see all your different teammates come together for different causes that are really close to their heart and get to celebrate that against Kentucky?
Like I said, it's a privilege being able to use our platform because I think as student athletes, we receive so many opportunities. And so it's really fulfilling to be able to give back to the community and be, a role model to the younger generation, and to use our voice and our platform to speak for those who may not have as big as big of a voice. But I think for me, might be the change. I volunteer at a school with these kids, and just, to see them get so excited when we tell them we're a part of Alabama Gymnastics, and the smile and their eyes just light up and they have so many questions. And I know a few of them were able to actually come to the meet, which was actually pretty cool to see. To know that you're making an impact in your community is pretty cool.
That's really good to see. And for you, you wanted to be an Alabama gymnast at a very early age. Just these first 2 years, has it lived up to everything you hoped it would be competing for the Crimson Tide?
It's more than I ever could have dreamed of. This team, these coaches, I mean, this family is what we call it, and it's truly been the best 2 years of my life. I mean, I don't think I've enjoyed competing as much as I have in these past 2 years. I like to say that I've found the love of the sport again, which is something that I hope every gymnast out there is able to do, because it's truly competing with your best friends. There's nothing like it.
Well, we're getting into the second half of the season. Just how important are these meets coming up? Home against Georgia and then against LSU coming up next Friday.
These are really important, I think, for us to build our momentum. Coming off of a high like we did yesterday, it's really good. We just got to keep pushing because we're getting into the back half of the season, and it's tiring and it's a lot. But this is what's going to make us great. This is what's going to get us to night 2 of nationals. And I think for us, it's just about putting in the numbers, trusting our training, trusting each other, and just embracing every moment and rising to the challenge.
We look forward to it. Well, Gabby Gladieux, thank you so much for joining us this week on Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. All the best to you and the Crimson Tide moving forward. Roll Tide.
Thank you so much. Roll Tide.